Good evening, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. You know what time it is. It must be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 5 Pacific on that West Coast. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. You know what time it is. Riding with K Solo, the podcast show, where we highlight the unsung riders around the country right here, live on Tuesday night. And you know what we do on Thursday night? We do Trip Talk. But listen, you know who I got to have with me by my side, the one and only, no other than my right hand, Doc in the building. Remy, how you doing, Doc? How you doing? Come on in here.
Hey, everybody. Hello.
Oh man, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, K-Solo. I am recuperating from the Tampa next level. Boy, hey, that right there was the...
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go ahead and give them one because they did the damn thing down there. I give it to my guy, man. They put it down, man. It was beautiful. They highlighted 3 females this year. That's awesome.
Yes. I was down there. Jim Brew got highlighted. Kinky got highlighted. Snacks got highlighted, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love it. Luck, he hit me up and said, Solo, man, I got this event going on, man. I'm highlighting 3 women's. I want you to come down. T. Luke came and said, come down, man. And I was like, man, I already have this event planned down here in Maxton, North Carolina, that I was waiting to get to. And so I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to make it. I hate it. I hate it.
Let me tell you something. I
got to give myself one.
yeah. You're done because you left me out there to hang by myself. When people say, "Oh, yeah, you thought Remy," and
that's right.
I ain't had you right there. Be like, yeah, in case
But you represented for the show, right?
I did.
That's what's up. See, that's what I'm talking about, Doc.
Listen, people are noticing it. People like the show. People like the content. People like what we're bringing. They think it's something new. Like I was taking it all in, you know.
Yeah.
The hospitality was superb. Next level Tampa. I met Juice, the founder. You know, I met Teflon. It was amazing.
All of them great guys, man. The whole team, man. The whole team. And I think they're going down as the first club who documented, I think, was it 1 million miles or something? Woo. It was woo, holy man, a huge number of miles. Come on in, folks, come on in. But yeah, they put on a great show down there, man. And once again, congratulations.
It was the mother chapter is in Chicago, where I'm from. Yeah. So I was able to meet, people that's still in Chicago. When I tell you I had a freaking ball, K-Solo.
It felt good to be down there in the midst of such a great crew, man. Yeah. Really, I know how they get down because they actually awarded me with their award a few years back. So definitely, I know they're top notch down there. My hat off to those guys: Teflon, Juice, T. Luke, all of them, man, all of them. So listen, folks, come on in. We want to welcome our guests coming in tonight. We got D. Bell with us. We got Mr. Dennis Joiners with us. We got Teflon with us. Shout out to Teflon, next level. The Bells, Motorcycling and More. Make sure listen, folks, I don't know if they got their podcast there, whatever they're going to do. I don't know if they got started, but whatever they get started, make sure you go check them out. I think they're over on YouTube, The Bells, Motorcycling and More. We got Nurse Tiffany, that real estate agent / nurse / coach / principal, man. She's in the building tonight.
/ motorcycle ground pounder.
Motorcycle ground pounder extraordinaire, man. My right hand, the one who keeps me in check, man. We got Mr. Walter Mosley, a.k.a. Chops, in here with us. How you doing, Chops? Thank you very much for joining us tonight. But listen, folks, we have one lined up for you. Hey, listen. We go back and forth, Doc. We go back and forth putting on episodes. We meet people that inspire us, and we say, hey, look, Doc, what do you think about this? You say, hey, Solo, what do you think about this? So we just volleying back and forth, keeping the show live, keeping it fresh. And this week tonight is your guest.
You know what, K-Solo? We're about to go back and forth about this because listen, you keep saying, hey, Doc, you brought her on the show. You take the lead. Hey, Solo, you met her at RTE, and
Yes.
I knew her.
Yes.
You brought her to the show.
You brought her to it. Don't listen. You brought her to the show. Don't even try it, man. Don't even try it. Yeah, give me like that. So listen, without further ado, Doc, go ahead, introduce your guest for tonight. Bring her in.
I want you guys to meet a ground pounder that is one of the unsung. You never heard of her before. I had never heard of her before. I had no idea who she was. But you know, it's so many people out here that ground pound. And if you don't ground pound, you gonna never meet, right? And so I want to introduce you guys to someone who is a retired, she's retired, not a retired, you know, I ain't got no, I can't joke with her and joke with her about like, you know, Army, military, you know, Navy, Marines like that. But she's worked and lived her life. She has retired. She's married with 3 grown children. And when she retired, she took off. This is what she told me. She took off across the country on her motorcycle. And so tonight, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you guys to Michelle Cali King.
Bring her on in. Bring her on in. Cali, how you doing? And welcome. You know, we got to give you a big old round of applause for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. And you RTE family now. So you are with the family.
Right.
That's right, man. That's right.
Hey, Cali, did you know you was a new booty?
I did. I knew it. Not before I got there, but after I got there, it was made very clear.
Well, hey, man, that's something we started. That's one of Reef's lands right there, call them New Booty. And it's almost like an honor and privilege to get that. So, you know, it's nothing bad. We just want to thank everybody who came out to the RTE. This is our first time meeting. Cali, I'm going to call you Cali. This is our first time meeting. So, you know, my hats off to you. Thank you, because you had your trials and tribulations while you were there, but you just had it. You took it all in with a smile. You did. Yeah. People never knew. You never knew.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so before I even break it off for you to go ahead and talk, I'm real quick. I'm just gonna let you guys know that Cali, she rode her motorcycle to the RTE from California. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and when she got there, the 6th gear slipped. Correct?
Lost the slip gear. I lost the 6th gear before I got there. So I went there in 5th gear. I found out it was, at first I thought my whole training had went out, but it was only 6th gear. So then I just rode in 5th gear, because you can still get up to 80 in 5th gear.
Absolutely.
So right. I just rode it, you know, me and my girl.
Right. So I just want everybody to know that I met Cali at the RTE. We was at the same hotel, and Cali, we was outside. I was outside with Gorilla Blue and Lady M, and I was on our bike, and she came out of the hotel, and we introduced ourselves as you always do, because every time you see a fellow motorcyclist, you should, hey, how you doing? You know, right. and greet, right? And we at the RTE, how dare you not have hospitality to everybody that you see? So anyway, but that might be just a personal thing. I don't know what that means. And so when you were outside, she was like, hey, y'all going to the ride? My bike broke down. Can I ride on the back of one? She like, it's 3 of y'all.
No, don't go there. I didn't want to ride on those women bikes.
Wait.
So Lady M invited me on her bike.
Right. It's 3 of us out there with motorcycles. So she could have picked, you know, say, hey, I want to get on somebody's bike because my bike is down. I don't want to miss the RTE ride to the Wright's barbecue, right? And so when she made it very clear, I don't want to ride on no female's bike.
That's right.
So me and Lady M looked at Gorilla Blue like, well, it's all you, bruh.
No, be upfront with that. Gorilla Blue said he's got to ask his road wife if I could ride on the back of his bike. We're gonna put it out there. That's the way he came at me. And he looked at Lady M, and she okayed it. and I was able to get on the back of his bike.
Yep. Yep. And you was able to enjoy the ride. And so
it was fabulous.
So go ahead. Now, with that, how I met you, please introduce yourself, Cali.
I'm Michelle King, Cali. They called me Cali because when I went to NBR in Arkansas back in, I believe it was 17, whenever it was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I rode there by myself because my baby brother was supposed to ride with me, but for whatever reason, he didn't make it. So that was my first long distance ride past Sturgis, because I did Sturgis in 2003 by myself. But when I went to Arkansas, I had to prep my husband for that. But anyways, that when I got in the parking lot, you know how they do it. They had the food and all the, everybody's just chilling. And this guy started calling me Cali. So that's what I went by. That's how I got my name. And I would like to correct, I have 4 grown children, not 3.
I say 3, I'm so sorry. And
that's all right. 4. I got 4, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Yep. And their ages are.
Oh, did you really want to do that to me?
Yeah.
So you're like that's super grand. That's super grand.
Shucks. Okay, so Kenneth was born in 77, so I guess he's 48. Shantae was born in 82, so she's 43, and I just put a lady's age out on the air. I don't know if she's going to allow that. So then Sharday, who doesn't mind, she's 38, and Art is about, he was born in 88, so he's 37. Yeah.
Good. And then you also have, 4 grown children, 9 grandchildren.
Yeah.
And 2 great.
There you go. 2 great grandchildren. Haven't even met that last little one yet.
Okay. And a fabulous husband. And what's your husband's name?
Oh, my husband? Yeah. My baby?
Yes, your baby.
Well, his name is Red. Everybody knows him as Red King, but his first name is really Arthur, but nobody calls him Arthur. They call him Red. Yeah.
When I meet him, I'm going to say, Arthur.
Yeah. Say what?
When I meet him, I'm going to say, hey,
Arthur. All right now. All right. Yeah, hey, he ain't no small guy. Hold on now. Don't wait a minute now. I'm not going to let y'all get too far. He's not no small pushover. So
no.
Be careful. Be careful.
He's a sweetheart, man. He's
deal,
the reason
man.
I get to ride.
Good deal. And he's a rider himself. That's what I enjoyed about it. You guys share the HOG Chapter together. You're in the motorcycle ministry together. So
no, you going. He's not in the motorcycle ministry. He doesn't hang with me. Remember, you called me the lone wolf.
Yeah.
He rides look, are you ready for this? He rides a Beamer and a Honda. Go Wing. He rides that. Yeah. I got that red bike off of him because he didn't like Harley as much as I do. And so the red bike that I have is because I have 2 Harleys, Ultra Limited and Road Glide Limited. Mm-hmm. And I got that off of him because I offered to get him a Honda Go Wing. So that's it. And he doesn't go to church with me. So we got to put it out there straight. He won't go with me to my church. So yeah. But he's a good man.
Hey Doc, look, Doc, man. I don't know who did the pre-interview, who set this up, man, but we got to go back and take a look at the notes. Look, we got to go take a look at the notes, Doc.
Hey, I can't let it go out wrong,
Who screened our guest last night, man?
Well, you were busy with the other stuff,
Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
You don't have to talk about gold wings, and
I know, right? And look, we ain't heard nothing about no gold wings. I ain't seen nothing about gold wings.
I know.
Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry.
I'm loving it. Oh, come on in, folks. Come on in, everybody. Hey, our special guest is Michelle Cali King on with us tonight, and we've already started this thing off. If you could see us on Facebook, give us a deuces, a heart. Let us know that you can see us. Send us some stars if you want. If you can see us on YouTube, hey man, comment down there, give us a thumbs up. We'd greatly appreciate it. But look, we're just kicking this thing off, having a great time. We got a lot of information. She's been a traveler, one of those unsung riders out there. And we're gonna dive into it, man. We're gonna dive into her legacy, her journey, and hear all about it.
Absolutely. Because one thing for sure, she's going to blast it. One thing for sure, she's going to blast it.
She's gonna blast it, man.
Hey, okay, so Cali, let's dig into this. Let's jump into it, because you brought a lot of information to me last night on pre-production that I'm not aware of. So let's start with your affiliations, right? And so you are affiliated with the Black Sheep Motorcycle Ministries for Christ.
That's correct.
And that is a part of a HOG chapter. The desert.
Well, it actually, yeah. Okay, so this is it. Okay. It's first of all, Black Sheep is international. We have in Mexico, we have them in Australia. But in order, how can I say it? Our mission field, we're considered missionaries. Our mission field is HOG, Harley's Owners Group. So naturally, we would be affiliated with like a HOG chapter. So that's how that goes. I don't know if that helps clarify things, but each Black Sheep chapter is affiliated with a dealership, like a HOG chapter. Like I'm out of Palm Springs, Harley Davidson, and so our chapter is called Desert Edge. But it's like we're all over.
So how do you join?
But in order to join it, first of all, you have to be active in your local church. Yeah, because since it's a ministry, you have to already have demonstrated your commitment to service. And like we serve in our church, and we also so then, like when we go to get in, we have to get a recommendation from our church. We got to get, they have to verify that we have been active. And so it's a process. You don't just get to join. You have to go through mentorship. And once you get through mentorship, you can get patched with the approval of our leaders.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we got the About Us up here. I'm going to read it. Desert Edge. Black Sheep is not only HOG focused, but family oriented. And we are blessed to ride as single adults, married couples, and often with our children. Whole families attend our events and rides.
That's right. And even though the HOG is our mission field, we will spread the gospel to anybody who will listen. And like I ran into a lady once that you could just see on her face she was having problems. So, we'll minister to that person, pray with them, talk to them, whatever, Yeah,
David Bell said we have
David Bell said what?
David Bell said he had a lot of HOG chapters in, I think, Miami. Was that what it said?
He says a lot of Black Sheep HOG members in his HOG chapter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Solo, are you part of HOG? Are you part of
I am. Yes, I am a lifetime member of the Harley Owner Group International, and then I'm also in my local Boneyard Harley Davidson HOG chapter. So when I do my miles, when I do all my events, when I go to rallies and stuff like that, being a life member, and then once a year I think I get maybe like $50 or $60 back from the HOG Association. So there's a lot of benefits to it. And like I said, I'm a life member, so I just, I'm international and
you should be
local.
The way you ride, Solo, you should be getting much more money than that, darling, because you pass by those HOG chapters and they give you 100 points. I mean, HOG dealership, the Harley dealerships, they give you 100 points, and I know you're passing by them.
Oh yeah,
So
I mean,
I had $165, and so I know I don't ride like you do. So you need
Trust
to
me,
step up.
trust me. I had over $500.
Yeah,
All
there
and
we go.
I've been as high as almost like $800 or $900, almost
Yeah,
$1,000
okay. Now
before.
see, now you're sounding
I didn't
better.
want to put that out. Come
I'm
on, man.
putting it
I
out
don't
there,
want to put
man.
that out there. Yeah, but
Got me
yeah.
some tennis shoes.
I've gotten a new pair of boots, put it that way.
Yeah, there you
A new
go.
pair of boots because I had so many points. Good
Yeah.
deal.
That's awesome. So this is something new to me. I just saw Kodak, which I just met. Kodak, the ground pounder. He said he needs to join the hog. Me too. I've only ridden hogs since I've been riding for the last 17 years. And
Wow.
I never joined a hog chapter. But K-Solo, I wanted to let you know too. I met Kodak down in Tampa for the first time, boy. And I asked that man, I said, why they call you the most hated? Oh, it was the funniest thing ever.
I know. I saw that, man. He had to whisper it in your ear, I think, something like that, man. But listen, though, man, Kodak is my guy, man. Congratulations to him. He got one of my patches, one of my Inspire Be Legendary patches. Love him to death, man. Jump master, even though he rags us about being aerosol. Call us dopes on a rope, but it's all good. We can either go up or go down. That's how fit we are. But listen, yeah. I would encourage anybody. When I got my first Harley Davidson, I bought my first Harley Davidson used. I didn't buy it new. So I did not know about the HOG chapter. And I just started riding. And I probably did over 125,000 miles before I even bought my first new motorcycle. And they said, hey, you get a free membership with it with your first, new motorcycle. And I said, membership, HOG? What are the benefits of it? And they told me. And from that moment on, I was sold. So even if you buy a used motorcycle, you can go to your nearest dealership, go to that HOG chapter and say, I want to join the HOG. I think it's probably like $24, $26 to join. And, you're on the road, your miles go toward helping that HOG chapter out. And you start accumulating points for riding, and you get involved with rallies and stopping at other dealership, check in other HOG chapters. And what I like to do is on my vest, I like to buy one of their ribbons. So I got a whole bunch of their ribbons down one side, a whole bunch of chapter ribbons on that side, because I show my support and I ride with those chapters. So there. And then matter of fact, I got my HOG hat when I was down there in Arkansas. This hat here, this is probably one of the cheapest thing that I bought from Harley. I think it was like $20 for a hat. And I said, heck yeah, let me get one. Oh my goodness. But listen, not only are you a member of the Black Sheep, you are a member of that HOG chapter, and then you're also a member of another organization. Am I correct?
Roadhouse Biker Church. That's my church. Yeah.
And I like to give affiliation shout out as well when I bring my guest on, because that helps make you who you are, a part of who you are.
Right. I was going through a rough spell in 2000. I met him in at Riverside. Well, it was Skip Fordyce's Harley Davidson, which was later bought out by Riverside Harley Davidson. They changed out, but we have a booth, and I was just walking by, and the pastor's wife prayed, asked if I would needed prayer. And I said, yeah. I have no idea if that was in 12 or 13 when that happened. But like in 2015, I was going through a little spell, and the Lord led me to the church. And I've been at that church ever since. Pastor Denver, he's a hoot, but he gets the word in. And that's what I'm all about, is listening to the word of God when I find a church. They had so many activities at the time that it kept me busy. Like we had Bible study on Tuesday night. They had Busted Knuckles on Wednesday night. Busted Knuckles is like for recovery. And like I've never been a drug addict or anything like that, but I'm a spendaholic and I have an anger issue. But my anger issue is no longer with me. Praise God, is gone. The spending I'm still working on, but and we meet Saturdays at 5 p.m. At that time, we were meeting at 7 p.m., but they changed the schedule. So yeah, if you guys ever want to come out and hear the word of God in a biker church and feel welcome in your clothes, you don't have to dress up. You don't have to put on any ties or anything. You can just roll up in the driveway, and it's a beautiful thing. And Pastor, they do rides, but the rides are really small. We'll do a progressive ride, and be lucky if we get in 70 miles, but it's okay because they pull the people together. Huh?
Right, it's therapeutic.
Very
it's more
therapeutic. And
yeah.
Like a couple of weekends, we went on a progressive ride, meaning we go to one person's house for the appetizer, and then we go for lunch, and then to another person's house for lunch, and then we go to another person's house for dinner.
Oh, wow.
I mean, for dessert. I'm sorry. We went for lunch and dessert, or main course and dessert, whatever that is. But we had a blast, and it's we ride in a group and stuff. It's really neat. So and we play games.
And you do hospital drive-bys.
We do hospital drive-bys where we go in and pray for people in the emergency or anybody who needs prayer. The families, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how stressful it is when you're in the hospital, you're waiting for someone to come out of the surgery or emergency or whatever. We do that. We've been at, I'm going to use Gorilla Blue word because I like it. We go out and feed the less fortunate. And I like the way he said that. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to borrow that from him. And so, yeah, so that's what we do. And we go to motorcycle events, and we put our, I don't think we got a picture of that, but we put up our tent, and we pray for people. But basically, we give out free gifts. They come and spin a roulette wheel. Whatever they win, they get, and we offer prayer. So we're out there. It's an outreach, and it's the ministry is outreach. Pastor Denver has a heart for the lost and so forth, and it says all sinners welcome, because we're all sinners, and so we try to make you feel like at home. But we focus on the biker community. These are the rodettes, most of them. So this is some of the ladies that ride. Some of them are some of them are black sheeps from other chapters, but we have the rodettes in there. That's what we're called. Yeah.
So is that what the female auxiliary is called, the rodettes, or
no. From my church, no. Long time ago, we had a past assistant pastor, Gordon, and we were at some event, and Gordon looked at us and said, you guys should be the rodettes, because we're from Roadhouse, and so that's how that got started. As far as I know, he called us the rodettes. I think he's in Tennessee now, but him and Pastor Denver just ride like hell. We have to slow Pastor Denver up because he would be leading the group and leaving half the group because he'd be gone. And if you couldn't keep up, you just SOL. And but he slowed up now, and he leads us really nice.
Okay.
So is it safe to say you ride for Christ?
I ride for Christ. Jesus. That's right. You notice on the back, I don't even have it right here, but on the back of my vest, it says Jesus is Lord. So that's who I ride for.
Yes.
Nice. Craig Presley said, go get them, Cali. Make sure they know all bike are love at RBC.
Even dual sports and
dual sport.
Yeah.
And
that's okay. Let me just tell you about Craig Presley. Yeah, let me tell you about him. Even sidecars. He rides anything, man. He's awesome. But he's like a really big dude, right? And when I had my accident over and bought fish out there near Lake Isabel, because I went head up with a Jeep, and I just kind of bounced off my butt and got up. And you know how you're kind of shaky after you have an accident. I didn't send you pictures for that, K-Solo. That's not the one you got. Yeah. So, so I was riding with Chaparral's Riders Club. I was the secretary for that club, but he came with, he's a Christian Motorcycle Association member, right? So three of him and two of his brothers, they came through, and he got off his bike, because you know how you're at the accident scene. He got off his bike and he walked over there and he said, "I know you," and he gave me this big hug, and it just, the Lord used him to just stabilize my whole body, so that shakiness was gone. So that's my buddy. He was just, I mean, so Bodfish, I don't live near Bodfish. Roadhouse Biker Church is not near Bodfish. That's like 100+ miles away. So we're in the middle of riding these mountains, and those mountains with no lanes, Clay Solo. You know, the ones you have to pull off to the right to go around. Well, that's what I hit. But that's where Craig. That's my story with Craig Presley. He's awesome.
We love shout out.
Okay.
We love
Great guy,
I had
got
to
a
give
great
it
support
because
team.
he was there for me.
Yeah, we do. Yep.
Hey, Pon. Yes, we had good times. Good time, Pon.
Yep. Good deal. So listen, you have a sidekick. You have a riding partner.
I have two of them. Yeah. Okay. You're talking about the MJ. Yes, MJ. That's my road dog. Yeah, it's hardcore. She fell off the bike once, man.
Man, hey, Cali, tell us about I've always seen people riding up and down on the highway with their dogs and their
man.
I've seen cats back there. But MJ was it's still your guy to ride with. Can you
she is.
She is. Can you tell us, everybody, about the one time that you told me about at RTE when MJ fell off your motorcycle and you couldn't find it?
Okay, if you see on that picture, the little thing is on my back seat. So I was getting prepared to ride to Alaska, and because it's a big bike, I needed to put her on the tour pack and put the heaviest weight on that back seat so I could manage the bike better. Well, I was on a ride with Chaparral, and we went up Ortega Highway, went over to the, I don't know where we went, but we went through Ortega Highway, which is Highway 74, one of the nicest rides you can ride in California. You know, it's all curvy because we don't like straight rides, you know. And so I had her on that back seat coming back, not the back seat, but on that tour pack. And I think I looked at her, and when I looked at her and turned around, evidently she jumped to try to get to me, because she normally lays her head on my shoulder when we ride. And then so she jumped out of that thing, and I didn't know it. And, I just kept riding. And when I got down the hill on the Lake Elsinore side, they told me that the dog had jumped off. So I was riding with some guys. I was riding with Chaparral. I did a U-turn, went back up that road, never ridden that road that fast, could not find her. Hell's Kitchen was I went past it. So there's a Hell's Kitchen it was famous at one point. It's no longer existing where it used to exist. Mm-hmm. They moved, but there's a candy store like not too far from there. And I went to the candy store and I asked the lady, had you seen my dog? And she said a guy had brought in a dog. She told her she told him to take it to the what do you call that? You know what I'm trying to say.
The kennel.
Yeah, the kennel. Yeah. So I went to the kennel, but of course it's 5:00 at night. So they're closed, and I'm trying to find it, because they have this outdoor thing, like lockers where they put the dogs in. You can put some food in there with them and water and stuff, and then lock them in this thing overnight so they can get checked in. So that's what I thought. Now, Lake Elsinore is like 70 miles, 80 miles from me. So that was like on a Sunday. Monday, I went back because I couldn't find her. And I went and asked the lady again, which way did the guy turn out of the driveway? Well, the guy turned to the left, and the vet, or whatever that thing is called, I can't think of it, was to the right. So then I went to the left, and that was like near, bottom line is she wasn't there. Monday, I couldn't find her Monday. Tuesday, I went to work. I had passed out flyers. People were trying to help me find her. I got there Tuesday night. I went to, I came home. I'm looking online. It's 11 o'clock at night. I get up from the table. I get ready to go to bed. And the Lord says, Michelle, if you were shopping for something, you would still be looking. So I turned around and went back to the computer, and I uploaded a picture on Love Lost, and there she was. When it populated, she was like the third picture, and she was right here in Riverside, which is about 20 miles from my house. The Lord had brought her closer to home. So it was like and of course I didn't go to work. And my Alaska trip, I was trying to get her prepared to go to Alaska, but she got hurt. And so my Alaska trip was canceled. I just stayed home. I didn't make it to Alaska. I have to nurse her back to health.
So Kelly, I have to ask you, how did MJ come about? She a therapy dog? Was she's like in the military we have comfort dog, therapy dogs. How did she come about? Or how did she end up? She was with the family.
I should have sent you a picture.
Riding with you.
I should have sent you a picture.
Did you get her as a puppy?
I got her as a puppy. And when I was going on that by myself, like across country, I couldn't leave her at home because I didn't trust my husband with her at the time. And so I took her with me, and she's been riding ever since. And that little one got over 20,000 miles on her, but I ended up with her sister. So now she doesn't travel with me as much because I can't take both of them. And I feel guilty just taking one, but she's my heart. She's hardcore.
You guys are famous, man. You were in the Harley Davidson magazine there for the homecoming.
Yeah, 120. We were there for the 120th anniversary, and some photographers came up and said, "Can I take a picture?" And we signed release forms, of course, and there we are.
Yep. So go check her out, man. May 26, 2024.
That was
man, out in Milwaukee. You got superstar. We got superstars on with us tonight. Hey man, we got Cali on with us with MJ. We're diving into her legacy, man. Who initially started you riding? Who got you into motorcycles? A friend, a family.
I love bikes. And it was, I saw a bike, anytime, like my mother had a cousin that would come and visit my grandpa. He was not part of a club. He was on some kind of crotch rocket. That's what we call them. And I would beg him to give me a ride. So anytime he would come, I would beg, and he would give me a couple of rides around the block, and I would beg, but he wouldn't give me any more. And so then, Aaron and Freddie, I don't know if you know Aaron Williams, he was a ventriloquist. I don't know if he's still around, but he was a family friend of my mother and my mother's husband. And he rode a Harley. He rode a full dresser. That's what we call them. They call them baggers now, but we call them full dressers. And he would give me a ride. I would beg him to give me a ride, and I get to ride on the back, all big and stuff. And that was it. And then I was like, I saw this bike when I was 12 that was like really chromed out, but nobody in my family rode. When I got my bike, I didn't know. My baby brother up north in northern Cal was riding. Well, he wasn't riding then, but he rides. But he wasn't even riding. I don't think. I didn't. We weren't really that tight then, and I had nobody to ride with. My biggest reason for buying a bike, to honest truth, is I wanted to ride to Sturgis because I saw it on TV. So I got my bike in 1999. That's the 2013 coming from Sturgis. But if you see the 2003 version of this, because I sent you both, this one, I got a nice pack here. The other one looks like, I tied down my back. There you go. That's my first ride to Sturgis. Oh, wow. And you see the difference. And look at the little windshield there. It's so tiny. It's like a wind dust. Wow. And I bought that bike, and I finally got I got enough skill that I thought I had enough skill. So I rode it to Sturgis by myself because I didn't have anybody to ride with. And that was the reason I bought the bike. And so therefore I was going to do it. So I went to Sturgis. I left on Sunday. I got there Tuesday night. I left Sunday night. I got there Tuesday night. And that's when I could see in the dark. This is a whole different story now. But yeah, got there Tuesday. Couldn't find any place to sleep. And the Lord provided me a campsite at Deadwood Campsite. And I had not ridden in the rain before. And you know, in Sturgis, it decided to start raining on me. And of course, it's just brief. They just pass through sometimes. And so I got a campsite. The Lord had a light over me. You know, I could pitch my tent. I got there around midnight, pitched my tent, got in. So that when the guys came in after the bars closed, like around 2 and 3, they didn't know I was a girl traveling by myself. So when I got up, I had my Bible study and they were looking for anybody else with me. And they said, "You came by yourself?" And I said, "Yeah." And then I went out. And then I came on home, but I didn't even hang down. I went downtown just to take pictures. I didn't feel comfortable like walking around like I do now. Like when I can go by myself and just hang out. But at that time, you know, you don't know who's going to mess with you or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cool though. Wow. Yeah, that's my little bike. I traded her in in 2013.
And so this was the 09, and then you turn right back around, got one almost very similar to it for the 13.
No, but this is the same bike. I'm talking about the backpack.
Okay,
you see the
backpack.
Yeah, the pack.
Yeah.
Look how neat I'm packed. The other time, look, if you see
That's reminded me of Piper.
That
was reminding me of Piper right there, man. The first time I saw Piper doing a long distance ride, she had like a suitcase on the back of her bike, man. I was
yeah. So that's what I was showing you, the difference in the tea bag and that sleeping bag and stuff. Yeah, but I had my little tent I had my tent and everything up there, and I used that bad boy.
There you go. Good deal, man. Sturgis is always a great place to visit for bikers, man. Don't be intimidated by it. Don't fear it. Just go there and have a good time, because everybody there just have a good time.
That's it. I've been there, I don't know, but probably about 10 times now.
I'm gonna bring this up, right? And so we're looking at you. I'm saying, is she black? Is she mixed? Is she got Indian in her? And so when you telling me, don't worry about Sturgis, when I've been hearing, oh, well, be careful about Sturgis if you are African American or if you're black. But guess what? What's your?
I'm black.
You black.
I'm black. I don't claim nothing else. You know, I have other stuff in me, but I'm black. Yeah.
Now your grandfather is originally from Tennessee. He moved west and sharecrop farmed.
He did farm, My grandpa was. Yeah, and he moved when my mom, I think, was 12 years old to California. So yeah, my dad's from Louisiana, but my mom was born in Tennessee. And my grandpa, my grandpa's my heart too.
Yeah. Good deal. And you've been through multiple bikes.
I traded. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I traded. You notice this has the tea bag in 2013. My yellow bike. I was in Walmart. I was still up in Utah. So in Walmart, we were, because you know how you have to go, well, from where I live, we go through Utah sometimes to get to Sturgis. And so the guys that went out to dinner, and I went to get a brush because I left my brush at home, went to Walmart to pick up a brush, and a guy backed into that little yellow bike. And if you see that yellow bike, he backed into it. And so bottom line is, he cracked my bumper, and he got out of his truck. He looked so pitiful. He had a bandage on his arm, and he was like all wrapped up. And he said, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I just started back working. I'll pay for your bike." I said, "Sweetheart, don't worry about it. I'm going to get another one." I spoke it into existence. We were on our way back from that ride, and I dropped my bike on one of those slanted, because Big Mike decided to pass all flat land and pull off on the side of the road where there was an incline. And I tried to put on a jacket because it was cold. And somehow I dropped my bike, and I landed on, I broke the clutch handle, but it was still doable. And so we went to Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's where they had the clutch handle, but I saw Black Cherry right there.
Right.
And she was beautiful, man. She had all the visors on every light and stuff. And she had the fringes, and I fell in love with her. And I called my husband and asked him, could I buy a bike? He said, sure. You needed it, because he was complaining, saying I needed a bigger bike riding with the guys. Yeah, there she is. She is such a beautiful bike. Man, I had got my bike. Oh man, yeah. I traded her in for my husband's the red bike, that the Ultra Limited, but she was so pretty. I miss that bike. Yeah, that's that bike is how I ended up getting a good riding partner, Deborah. Deborah was, I think you met her at the place. I don't even think I met
her. Was she at the RTE?
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
And I was trying to replace that bike. I don't know if you had a bike that you love and you try to replace it. So I had my Ultra Limited, but I still miss my bike, and I was trying to replace it. And they had one in somewhere in Arizona. I don't know, it was Sunshine or whatever. But Deborah asked me what I was doing on a Monday. This is cutting the story really short. And I said, I'm going to go to Phoenix. I'm going to go to Arizona, but I'm coming back. She said, I'll ride with you. I said, but I said, I'm coming back. I'm going to go and I'm coming back. I asked her like 3 or 4 times because I couldn't believe anybody rode that distance, because the guys I'm around didn't ride that distance. You know, it's like 400 each way. So that's like 800. So might be a little over that. She said, I'll ride with you. And so we rode, and we've been riding ever since, because I couldn't find anybody to do that distance.
So like Sharif and I, we are like great riding brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's your riding sister. She's your win sister.
Yeah, and she's my main one, but I have another one, Heather Lewis, and she's all into the HOG, and that's how I learned about the coins and stuff like that. She brought me into that, like being part of the HOG chapter, introduced me to all kind of stuff. But Heather Lewis, she's the one that's going to do the Hoka Hay with me, and I don't know if I got a picture of her there. Yeah, if I gave you a picture by the rattlesnake, I don't know if I sent that, but she's the one. She's the one that she won't miss a coin. If we and she's like, yeah, she's really overzealous. She's the hardcore. I mean, Deborah's hardcore. Let's see. She's the one that went with me.
So she's the one. So she's the one that has you got you running all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the one
coins, doing check-ins.
Yeah, she's the one that does. She's the one that introduced. Yeah, she's the one that introduced me to the coins. Like, yeah, and it's like we did the Hogback Twister Challenge this year in Colorado. It's a really sweet ride. I wish everybody would do it. So I'm up here. It's like I don't even have a picture of that, but so. Like it's almost 1,000 miles from my house. It's 1,000 miles from her house for sure. So no, that's Deborah. Yeah, that's Deborah.
Yeah, that's Deborah. That's what you at the RTE.
That's the one you met. Well, Deborah's the one. Deborah's the one that went across me, and I know you guys see that license plate, huh? Anyways, she's the one that went cross country and the year before me without me, because I was working, and I was like really upset about that, because she was like riding and staying at the bunk of biker places and having all this fun, and I was stuck. So that's when I retired the following year. I went by myself. And but she's the one that goes cross country and stuff.
Yeah. She's incredible, man. She's there, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, hey, folks, we have Michelle Cali King on with us tonight, sharing her adventures and journeys. Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a quick break in place. We're going to be right back, a 30-second break, so stay tuned.
What's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. Always a proud supporter of K-Solo and everything he does, rides, everything like that. Amazing association, man. I'm proud to be associated. Y'all take it easy. We'll see you around.
That's my guy, Lincoln Enfield, is over there at Full Throttle Magazine. Make sure you go check them out, folks. They put on some of the best bike show events across the South, man. So make sure you go check them out. Full Throttle Magazine. All right, we're back. We had to take that little quick pause and had to wet my whistle. Okay, no, I didn't just do that.
Figure out something, K Solo. You know,
I just didn't try to do that.
Hey, K Solo, you know, when you tell me, hey Doc, you know, you got it. You lead the way. You will never let me lead the way.
You leading the way. You leading the way. You leading the way. Lead it. Lead it. Take charge. Run with it. Run with it, man. Run with it.
Hey, Cali, don't pay us no mind. We go back and forth about this. We're gonna fire the producers. We're gonna fire the producers soon because he
out of pocket, ain't he? He's just out of pocket.
He's out of pocket, man. I know that guy, man. He's way out of pocket, man.
No, Cali, it was a pleasure meeting you. I do want to go, and I don't want to overstep my bounds. Hey, Solo.
No. You good. You good, Doc. Come on, man.
But I want to ask you the question that I asked. You know, when did you fall in love with motorcycles?
Oh gosh, when I learned how to ride well, but I just it was little when I was little, man, honestly. But it's pretty in the beginning when you learn how to ride a motorcycle, it's very stressful because, like I said, nobody was around me. I had to take the classes. I didn't have anybody to ride with, and my skill level was not such. Even when I went in 2003. I had a down period for 10 years because, but I've loved motorcycles. I love adventure. So that's been since I was little. You know, I tried to ride my tricycle off the porch. So it's been in my blood, and it's got to be in your blood because when you go down, some people, or you have a close call, some people like, oh no, I'm not riding. They sell their bike. You know, some people buy a bike to collect dust. My bike is normally dirty because it's like by the time you wash it, it's dirty again. Because there you go. That's my black cherry. I mean, that's Purple Fire Blackberry Smoke. And I think, that's Chastity because she has the black vise thing on there. That's my second purple bike. Yeah, I love that. So yeah, that's Wall Drugstore in Wall, South Dakota.
So let me get this right from last night, from pre-production. You, 2006, from 2006, you stopped riding.
About 2003. Yeah, but yeah, for 2000, you're right. 2006 probably.
So I got 2006 to 2012-ish, 13. You stopped riding because someone told you that you don't need to be out there riding by yourself. That's
right. My pastor told me not to ride by myself. And honestly, my pastor, not Pastor Denver, this was another lady. And so at that point, and I love my pastor, and she probably was right, but it put a certain kind of fear in me. So I didn't ride for a while. And thank God for when I was about to sell the yellow bike, and my husband said, I have some friends at work that ride, Mike, and he rides and he leads a little group. And so through Big Mike, I call him Big Mike. He didn't like that, but I call him Big Mike. This is some rodettes right here, but Big Mike is the one that got me back to riding because I would ride with him on Sunday a little bit. And then because I had went to Sturgis, I get a little group to ride with, right? So I went to Sturgis by myself in 2003. So I told the guys, I said, look, I went to Sturgis by myself. You guys, we should go to Sturgis. And they were like, nah. So it took me a year, 2013. We all went, and I got them to Sturgis. But and so I go from 13, I've been going almost every year. I've skipped 18 and I skipped 20 because my mom went home. And I don't know, I skipped, it appears like I skipped the last like 22, but I try to get there every year. And it was because of the roads. I mean, I don't go there to party. I don't go any place to party because I'm not a partier. But like Iron Mountain, Needles Highway, Spearfish Canyon is my favorite. And I have to go see Custer. I go through Custer Park. I go see Crazy Horse, and I'll check out the monument. But yeah, so.
Callie, you are retired.
That's right.
Okay, so can you tell everybody what you're retired from? Are you military affiliated? Or, tell us who you are.
Yeah. Oh, can I just point out these guys right here?
Yeah, go ahead.
The guys in the picture. Okay, those guys took us. It's 3 ladies there and all those guys, and they're I can't remember the guy's name at all, but some of them were from Australia, and there's 2 guys there from the States, and they just took us under their wings and just took us through all of Sturgis, and that's how I learned about Iron Mountain and all that. It was like I think it was 2015, because 2000 or 2014 might have been it was 2015. The ladies went with me. That's Pistol and Jap. And Jap is to the left. You can't see a big picture of her. And Pistol is to the right. And I'm sitting dead center. But yeah, I just want this, they were so nice. They just took us around, and they were gentlemen. They didn't get out of line or nothing. And they just took us. And that's how I know about I think it's a 395. I might be wrong, but there's a highway is 3 something over there, and it's like a lake and everything. And that was really cool. So can you repeat your question? Because I just wanted to give that out to those guys, because they help shape me, help me know Sturgis much better and get more. Yeah, there they go. And so the two brothers and the guy on the end, they're from Australia. And I guess I can't think of his name, but Crazy Bill, that's what it is. And he took us around, showed us how to see the monument from a park off of Iron Mountain and everything, walked us down. They were just really cool to us. Good people. I don't know where they are now. That was just a one-time event. That's what happens when you go to Sturgis, unless you go to the same place and camp the same place all the time. Like the people know me at the university. I stay at the university when I go now. But you asked me a question. Can you ask that question again, if you don't mind?
What I asked?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to go through the list, right? And so,
right. And
actually,
I threw you off. I'm so sorry.
No, I was just trying to get the gap on when the pastor told you shouldn't be out here, because I've had a lot of people tell me you shouldn't be out here riding by yourself.
Yeah, well, because she told me not to go that distance by myself. Mm-hmm. And at that time, my skill level was such, it was pitiful. So I think it was a way of saving me at the point. You know what I'm saying? So now I feel comfortable riding. Well, because I asked, when my brother couldn't ride with me, he was gonna, I planned my, when you're working, you get one vacation, right? Well, not one vacation, it depends on how you break it up. Well, I have been looking forward to that ride to NBR in Arkansas, Little Rock, for a long time, planning and everything. And when my brother couldn't make it, I told my husband, I said, honey, I think Reggie's not gonna make it. So I said, that was day 1, right? I said, and I've been planning this a long time. So day 2, I said, I'm going to go by myself. Please don't try to stop me. Please, I don't even think I said, please don't stop me. I said, but I'm going to go by myself. And I know he kind of was taken back, because he really doesn't like me to ride by myself. He really wants me to ride with somebody. But I went and I was gone. It was fabulous. Riding by yourself, you get up when you want to, you ride how long you want to. You don't have to deal with anybody else, factoring anybody else in. And it was just MJ and me, and we were gone, and we had a blast.
Callie, my question was, I remember now, and they reminded me in the comments. But where did you retire from?
Oh, Patton State Hospital. I worked with the criminally insane as a clinical social worker.
See, we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that. And we were skating that one. We were skating
that
that
criminally insane.
Hey man, hey, listen, man. We're all at some level, some point, a little bit 5150. But you know, the thing is, man, is hey, everybody needs help. But good deal, good deal. You have a lot of patience, and that says a lot about you. Great deal, man. Great deal. A lot of good information you putting out tonight. You definitely been on your journey and riding the way that you wanted to ride it. Good deal, Doc. Good deal. Bring it.
Right. Okay. So once you retired, and you retired in 2023.
Yeah, that's right.
But before that, you had an accident.
Yeah.
Which
October.
We're gonna say which one? Are we gonna say which one? Which one?
That's the one.
Which one?
There you go. Okay. The October. Okay. The pictures I sent to K Solo are for the last one I had, but 2000. I told you about the one in 2000 and this is 2023. That's November the 2nd when I totaled. That's Chastity, and that was my second one that I totaled. Yeah, it was. Yeah, she was bad. I asked my husband for pictures, and man, the pictures, he didn't even do this. When I got out the hospital, Deborah came and got me. And I was looking pretty bad because I was messed up pretty bad. And plus I had on her clothes and she's bigger than me. So I was looking pretty bad. But I said, Deb, you got to take me to see my bike. And so when I got out the hospital, she's like, we're going to get your medicine first, and then I'll take you to see your bike. So she made me get my medicine, my medication. And then I went to Quaid Harley. And I was trying to slide in the back. They had an event going on and everything. So I had her pulled to the side of the building. And I went in there and tried to find my bike. And the lady finally told me where it was. And I went and took pictures. I had to see for myself how she looked. And this is the worst my bike looked. I mean, she was, I didn't even want to get back on her because she had started giving me problems earlier, like I would do, going 90 around a corner and you catch a wobble, but you don't hit the brake on a corner. So I don't like this filter. I mean, but anyways, the hitting, she had started wobbling and then she was making some kind of noise out the engine, but she wouldn't duplicate that at the dealership. You guys know that, right? It never works like that. So I had somebody, the guy replaced the wheel bearings in the front. I had stuff done to the bike. I thought she was straight. So I was going for my last coin, and I was in the number 1 lane. I was cruising really nice speed, and this car gets in front of me, and it was a sunny day, and I thought, hey, let's play. So I couldn't get in the second lane, got in the third lane, and I was going too fast for that lane, the conditions of that lane, and I caught that wobble, and I think I must have hit the brake because I lost control. I just remember waking up on the side of the road. Actually, I was in the center divider, but it was safe. I don't know if the guy pulled me there. I don't know how I got there, but I was off the main, I was in the center divider. And I spent nine days in the hospital on this one. I was really messed up.
Is this the one where you said the semi truck driver stopped the traffic? No. Okay.
No.
I don't know which one this one is, because
this is the last one. This is 20. This is 23. That's on recovery, man. You see that?
Yeah, man.
I put a post up on that. I was like, hey, I'm matching my outfit because they know I like to match.
that pink was a little rough. And then there was one that you sent. I couldn't even use that one, man. I said I can't put that.
Yeah. It was from the same accident. So
Yeah.
my
Now,
girlfriend,
was because I tried to figure out which part of the body that was, your leg, your arm,
that
your
was
hip.
okay. The gory part was my tummy. I slid on my tummy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
It was
man.
bad. It was
I'm gonna tell
freaking
you,
bad. It
folks.
was ugly, but it healed really nice. And this one, but I told I wouldn't let anybody visit me because I don't like, I'm pretty vain and I didn't want anybody to see me in the hospital. And my friends were mad. One of my girlfriends had taken off work, said, "Hey, my girl's in the hospital. I got to go see her." And Deb told her she ain't having any visitors. she's not taking any visitors. So with this though, my girlfriend Beverly, my Rodette from Beverly, she said, "Michelle," because I said I'm waiting on a hand surgery. That's why I'm in the hospital so long. I just said, "Hey, all is well. I'm just waiting for my hand surgery." But she's a freaking nurse, or deal with medical. She said, "You ain't in the hospital waiting for no hand surgery. What's up?" And I had to let her know I had like a lacerated liver and my lung had dropped and stuff like that. So it was like I had some issues going on. But I wasn't going to publicize that for everybody to freak out. They'll have you dead before you know it,
Mm.
Yeah.
We
you want to talk about PTSD? Yeah.
Well, we're gonna
It took me a
bring it
minute to
up
get my speed back
and
up.
address that. Yeah.
It took me
we just had an episode on where we were talking about the aftermath. And we had people on that were sharing their journeys and coming back and even getting back on the bike. And I just wanted to just kind of touch on your experience with the trauma of it all, the physical, the mental, the PTSD and anxiety of your fall. Because you suffered just like our other guests, previous guests, you had some physical damage. And was it not physical, mental?
Oh yeah. Anytime you go down, it kind of, triggers a little bit. So the first time is the worst because the first time I went down was seriously went down was October 13, 2018. And I coming around a curve on a mountain. I went wide and I hit a Jeep. That's the one that gives me the most PTSD because every time I come around a corner on the apex, I'm good until I see a car coming. And if you guys will see me, I'll jump and move all the way to the right. I'll make sure I clear that car. And I still have that, it's like all the time. Every time I come on an apex on a thing and a car is coming at the same time, it causes me to jump. But as far as this one, because it was the speed situation, when I first started back riding, I told my girl, I said, I can't ride over 80 miles an hour because once I hit 90, I get that weird feeling because you can hear your bike idles different at different speeds. So when it got to 90, I would freak out and like drop back, but that's not a problem anymore. Mm-hmm. So I don't have it so much from this accident, which I was hurt more, but it was the other accident because I kind of could make sense of this one. When you can't make sense, the other one, for whatever reason, it just still that's where I have the PTSD. And it took me a minute to get back. Well, she'll tell you it didn't take me that long, but for me, it took a minute. But I was ready to ride. I was getting myself prepared to ride, like in. So I was off the bike for 2 months. Well, not really 3, I guess, because the accident happened November 2nd. I didn't get back on the bike till February 2nd. Oh, Cheyenne, can you turn? Cheyenne's not up here.
David Bell had a question. He said, "Were you wearing gear?
No. No. Do you see that? Do you see those scars?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing gear.
Okay.
But guess who went at GAT after that accident? GAT is all the gear all the time. So now I'm at GAT. So you guys, people can laugh at me if they want, but I have my gear.
Say that again because we're gonna
laugh at me if they want, but I have my gear all the time now. And
what is that abbreviation?
I have
what is that abbreviation?
ATGATT at GAT. All the gear all the time.
All the gear all the time. Got it.
You don't even take her helmet off, K Solo. Like every time we took pictures or we was doing something in the RTE, she had the helmet on. She does not take her helmet off, I guess, until she's officially done with the event.
ride.
Well, the helmet stays on to let you know, Dr. Remy. The helmet stays on because I don't want to deal with my hair. And I want my hair to be smooth, and I get the little fuzzies at the top. So I'll leave it on. It's all of its vanity.
Got you. So I really wanted everybody to know that. So the title of this show tonight is "You Enjoying the Journey," and you have retired, and then you just hit the road. So my notes that I have, even with your ups and downs and your obstacles and your affiliations, you hit the road by yourself.
Yeah.
And you left Colorado, went to Milwaukee, you continued to travel, you went to the southernmost point, you went to the roundup in Memphis, then you went to Mississippi, then you went to Kansas and stuff.
Like, oh yeah.
So what motivates you and inspires you to say, I want to ride long distance?
Well, why would you get dressed to ride short distance?
Because you might be scared.
No, let me tell you, this is the illusion. The illusion is people think they're safe. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm fading in and out. People think they're safe at home, right? But you can get killed right around the corner from your house. People think that if you trust in the Lord, He's going to provide for you wherever you are. If you're looking to people to save you, like your family, you think you all safe, but they're not there when you're on the road, like you're around the neighborhood, you see, and you can get hit by a car any place. So that's an illusion of that's your comfort zone. But my father owns the world and beyond, and so why can't those are my baby brothers? And why can't I ride? You know what I'm saying? It's like you go over somewhere, like you go to a gas station. What's the difference between this gas station and a gas station in Arkansas? You see what I'm saying? You have the same elements around you. You're not safer any place. You have it's the way you deal with your own mind. So that's why I can go wherever I want to go. I'm going to tell you right now, the element in our world right now with this political stuff going on, I'm not as comfortable as I was in 23 and 24, but I will still ride because my Lord is still greater than what's on this planet.
Absolutely.
I'm fading out. Oh, you did that for me. Oh, you see, that's Brian and Kathy. They invited me to Missouri for the Mid-America HOG Rally. Brian sold me he sold me Chastity. And when I went, so yeah, I was going to tease Brian, but I guess I can tease him. He'll be okay. We were in the dealership, and I leave my bike stock for the most part. I only put on slip-ons because that's the way they were designed, right? And so if you leave your bike stock, I believe you get more miles from them without them having any problems up until this 24 model. But anyways, Brian sold me his bike. Well, I asked why, because I was making a deal, and he put the lift on there, the Legends, the shocks, the ones that make your bike go up and down. And I was like, dude, why'd you do that? Because I don't like anything added on my bike. He said, because I'm short. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. But that's why he had put the lift on so he could get on the bike. And now he outrides me, and he lives in Missouri, and he gets in miles for his HOG chapter, and it's freaking freezing, and they're freaking riding. And I love it. He said, if I knew the bike was this easy, he would have kept that bike, but I was so happy to get it. He had taken an awesome picture of the bike he sent me after I bought it, and we became friends. They love the Lord also, and that's his wife, and they do a lot of stuff together, but she doesn't ride on the back of that bike because of her physical stuff. Why am I fading in and out?
Because you're moving into the camera. You got to stay
back. Okay,
up.
Thank you.
Right there. No, come right there. Stay there.
All right, I'll stay
there
here.
You go.
I'll try. Being still for me is like I talk with my hands, and you guys, I'm gonna be like all crazy, but okay. Anyways, yeah.
Well, Callie, before we open up Q&A, I do want to ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
How do you prepare for your rides? Or, do you exercise? How's your diet? Like that. And also, I want to know how do your children feel about you getting out here and pounding, as a ground pounder?
I got a daughter who drives a truck cross country by herself. I got another daughter who moved to New Jersey at 19 with no family there. And she established a pseudo family out there as she moved out there as a flight attendant. So and she had to wait 2 weeks before she turned 20 to get on the flight. So that's how my family is. Our women they just do it. All my kids are like, my youngest is up in Washington. In other words, they're not. I hate doing this. I don't know why I'm doing this, but yeah. In other words, they were okay with it. They're strong women. I didn't raise anybody weak.
Love it.
I didn't raise, my boys are not weak. Everybody's strong.
Right.
And we do what we want to do like that. So like, that little chick, my daughter is a little bitty thing, and she drives that truck and handles it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's her business, so she answers to nobody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So in other words, they're very supportive. They don't give me a hard time.
Okay.
I have a question. You do a lot of back road riding. You do moto camping.
No, okay.
What was that now? Because you sent me this, and I love moto camping.
Okay, but you understand, you see Heather in the background? This is who we're doing the Hoka Hey. This is our practice run for the Hoka Hey. So wait a minute. Heather thought, because we were headed to the Hoka Hey rendezvous, right? So that's where I met you first. And
right.
So we were trying to practice where we would park and camp. And I said, well, we did it once. We don't have to do it the rest of the way. I do moto camping, but normally like at the, I do it at like in a campsite. That was at Klein Corner in New Mexico behind those things. And then I got up and it's like, oh man, that's just not even a real campsite, but we were trying. Look, I have
that's
cover
perfect
on
right
my bike. Huh?
That's perfect. That is a perfect setup with the barriers, the location, the bikes. That would be a perfect Hoka Hey.
Stop. So that's what we're practicing. And you asked me, Dr. Remy, if I do anything prep. No. Just bottom no. I just make sure I have everything on the bike. And I'm exercise, I'm going to have to start because I'm thinking like if that bike drops, I can't pick her up. And my husband bought me an 8-pound jack that is really supposed to help me, but I don't really know how to use it because I've never used it. And the Lord has always sent me somebody to help me pick up my bike. Like I was in Colorado one night, it was night, and I was trying to hit the freeway. I should take that other thing just off, and then you would see me constantly. I was trying to hit the freeway, and it's the lighting in this room. If you give me a minute, I'm going to turn the light on. Is that okay?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I'm really good? Okay. All right. So, So I lost train of thought that quick. What was I?
You were just talking about the.
Thank you for taking me off. Keep me off. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna switch gears. I was just asking you how your children feel about it, but now I'm gonna switch gears and ask you. So you got the Hoka. My question is, what are your other riding goals? Because you have been out here pounding. You are just learning about the iron butt. You are just learning about long distance riding. And this is why we got you on the show, because it's a lot of stuff that I don't know about. So I wanted you to talk about the things that you are just learning about.
This SCMA I just learned about. The iron butt I knew about 5 years ago. I did one, but never turned in the paperwork. I was telling K Solo about that. I feel bad because my number would be smaller. The longer you wait, the bigger your number gets. I did several unofficial iron butts just because somebody might challenge me or something, or just because I want to get somewhere at a certain time. But once I learned about it, I finally turned in the paperwork. I was talking about that ride that we did to Colorado. My girl Heather, we went, the one that you saw that's going to do the Hoka with me. Mm-hmm. We went, we rode Colorado from here just straight through. We did the little Hogback Challenge ride, which was only like 360 miles, but it's nothing but crazy curves. I mean, I wish I'd have sent you a picture. It's really an awesome ride. And then we rode back the next day. So it's just preparing. I don't prepare, in other words. And I'm learning about, like I saw Hoka on long distance ride. That's how I, on long distance motorcycle group on Facebook. I learned about a lot of stuff like that. And then they post different rides that they've done, and I'll copy it and save it to like my dream ride. I'm going to do this later. Like I got a chance to do the pig trail going up there. When I ride with Heather, she has these Butler maps, and she just takes me on all kind of back roads. And that's when I get most of my back road riding in, and then we can hit, you know how they say you can't do distance and stop and see stuff. We're there. We take a picture. We're gone. We're just like, we can hit 3 to 4 things in one day. This is my, that picture there is the last, that's the one I was headed to when I crashed. I ended up getting it in December because I had to ride on the bike of a trike. I rode on the back of a trike. I don't like to ride passenger because I'm not in control. I like to be in control. Mm-hmm. And I hate riding. I just don't ever want to ride on the back of a woman's bike. It's a pride thing. That's all that is. Because I really, I'll ride on the back of a man's bike if I have to, but that's only if I have to. Yeah, that little picture. Oh, hey, you guys went there too, huh? Yeah, that's the smallest police station. That was one of the rides in 23 that I went to. Me and MJ went.
Kelly, I think you're amazing. I look forward to seeing more that you do before we open up Q&A, because a lot of people may have some questions for you. I enjoyed meeting you. Your spirit was warm when I met you. And I want to tell everybody else, like, we were out. So RTE, when you go, I don't know if it's like this because I was a new booty, and I'm mad that I'm not going to be a new booty next year. But so when we got there, and you got everything going on, they got these historic spots going on, and so we went over to the Central High School, Little Rock High School, and look at the monuments.
It was amazing.
But while we were there, she yelled out, "Hey, does anybody know an April Jones?"
Yeah.
And David Bell, he's so silly. He told us, "Yeah, she over there about to jump in the pool." Over there at the Central High School, the pool looked like it looked like it was green and brown. But he was being silly. But really, the hotel had called because I had left my wallet outside the hotel room sitting on the bench. And they didn't have my information, but they contacted her. And so she reached out while we happened to be together. And she said, "Does anybody know April Jones?" And then David Bell with his silly self told me, "Yeah, she about to jump in the pool." And then they was like, "No." So I said, "No." But my point is, I think it was fate that we met. You was able to ride, still do all of the activities, even though your bike went down. You were able to meet some cool people. I was able to, it was just history.
It was just really cool. Look at Gorilla Blue. Look at him. Look at you. And there's Sharif. Yep. Yeah, it was just right. It was just the RTE itself was just so amazing to me, because first of all, it's like, well, it was so many people there. and everybody was so uplifting and, hey, hi, how you doing? And all that. And that was just like right up my alley. I was in heaven. What can you say? And the food was good. Oh, you feed me, and I'm really a happy camper. Yeah. And Gorilla Blue, he didn't give me, he was like laid back. He let me ride with him. He rode well. And I was really comfortable behind him, because normally I'm on edge if I'm on somebody's bike, but I was really comfortable. And he went somewhere else to eat. And when it was time to go, I didn't feel rushed. I just felt like it was like just warm, and everybody was so freaking supportive. We were just happy, I was just happy. And my girl Deb was with me, but she went separate on that eat. We got together when we got there. And then she ran into a friend of mine that I met at the first MBR, at the MBR. And like back when I got the name Cali. And that's Rhonda Steel Pulse. And she was there. And it was just homecoming. It was like a homecoming. It was nice.
It's a homecoming.
Yeah.
It is a homecoming. That's
how
what
it
we want to do with the
Felt.
RTE.
Yeah,
that's what
and
we want.
I just loved it. It was so well organized. The rides, the people. I mean, everything was just really comfortable. And I'm looking forward to next year. Got my room already, but this is what I want to know is, how come the host hotel was not announced that I didn't get it? I was looking, and the only thing I can think of is maybe it got announced when I was on my way to Scottsdale or something. But by the time I got the news, number 1 and number 2 was sold out. So I'm way in the boondocks, like 0.7 miles away. But that's really way in the boondocks, right? That's not far. But I'm just messing with you.
Don't feel bad, Cali, because when I got to it, it was booked up. I got an Airbnb.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even think about getting an Airbnb. That's something we've done before, me and the ladies when I ride with. Yeah.
Good deal. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and open up the Q&A. If anybody got any questions, I know we got one already in the queue from
South
Chipper
Central
Edward.
LA. For Chipper,
can we see
South
that one?
Central,
yeah. Okay. There we go.
South Central LA.
All right, there you go. Becky, there's always last minute cancellations. You'll get a room closer.
I'm not far out. I'm not. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just messing with
it. It's always. We just did an episode last night, a brief little snippet, little just a progress report of kind of how things are going and kind of give people updates on the hotel situation. But they will open up, and it just happens like this. So just keep checking, folks, for the RTE hotel accommodations. Something will open up. It'll open up every day. What's your Hokahay number?
1347.
1347. All right. Good deal. Are you looking forward to the Hokahay?
Are you kidding? Yeah. And I'm trying to get my lights. I contacted Dave Bell to find out, because I looked at his YouTube video, and he's got some on lights, because I need those lights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dave.
Because I can't see at night anyway. And I'm trying to decide on if I'm gonna ride the Ultra Limited or the Road Glide to see which one provides with the better handling for me. Because I'm just new to the Road Glide, but I was on a road coming back from the RTE, and I got the destroyers. What is that? It's not Custom Dynamics. What are they? Denali destroyers, and they light up the road pretty good. But there was a side road that I needed to turn onto, and it was because the headlights on that Road Glide face one way and your steering wheel is somewhere else. I couldn't see where the opening was, and then I started questioning whether I was on the right, if it was the right left turn or what. And I guess a car came by, lit it up for Deborah. And of course, Deborah, the way she rides, she was freaking on the other side before I could even see the road that she went on. She's like, whoop. And I'm like, dude, you could have went slow after you turned so you could light that road up for me. But she was gone. And I finally just did it. So, but if I had my other bike, it would have lit that road up because it would have been turned.
I'm gonna tell you right now, David Bell, he put in there, he said message him, because David Bell has some lights on his bike that I didn't even know that was his bike when I seen it at the SCMA Awards to get my first. I was just outside admiring his bike and admiring this, whoever that was, they had lights all over. And so when he says inbox him, please inbox David Bell, because he has his bike lit up.
Yeah, I saw it. I have, like I said, I've been talking to him. Well, I text him or message it. I've used the messenger, and because he told me the lights, and they're pretty awesome. He's got them, and then I saw everybody I've seen. Well, not everybody, but the people I've talked to, they have these extra lights, and Denali's are expensive. I'm going to get those probably because I want a couple 7s on there. I got the 14s, and I want like 2 7s and then 2 3s. So the guys know what I'm talking about. Or some of the women too. I shouldn't dismiss that. That was kind of rude. Yeah. So the 7s and the 3s, I want some. That'll provide enough light, I think. And then I can.
Doc, you see that question from John Levins?
I do. Yep. I love your veracity and logophilia. Great interview. You're beautiful and smart. You're a beautiful and smart woman. Hoka Hey question. Will you be at the 2026 annual taco run? I would love to meet you. And that's from John Levin.
I will definitely try to be there.
You'll be there.
You'll be there. Try there. I will. Yeah. I just got to see what day it is because, because
look it up. The annual taco run is one of the Hoka Hey. The taco run is one of the annual runs that we make for the Hoka Hey community. So definitely
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Can people that have not done the Hoka, can I go?
Yes. It's open to everybody, and you can meet a lot of Hoka Hey riders. A lot of SMA riders, but you'll meet a lot of people there. A lot of good people.
John Levin said, Chipper, I got hydration shot, and I get hydration shot and eat a watermelon before I travel. Yet I cramp real bad.
Tell them try pickle juice.
Yeah, somebody else said something about pickle juice too.
Try pickle juice. They have pickle stuff. I don't have any cramps or anything like that, but I ride with a lot of ladies who do. And they swear by the pickle juice. And if you can't get pickle juice, use some mustard.
Okay.
Yeah, mustard. That's what I used. One day you'll see said, do any of you have aftermarket suspensions on your bike?
I don't.
I mean, I'm stock.
Wait. Me. I try to keep it stock.
Yeah, I don't have it.
You have a beautiful bike, Dr. Remy.
Thank you.
Walter Mosley, aka Chop, says, were you able to ride your bike back to Cali?
Yeah. They Toad Suck Harley Davidson hooked me up. They sent somebody to get my new trainee. They installed it. It was all under warranty because I bought my bike this year at Topeka, Kansas, not from a Harley dealer. That's why I got a great deal. And I rode it from there. But they sent somebody for the tranny, installed it. But I also had some problems with my what did I need? They didn't have. My brakes were.
Was it the brakes or something? The brakes.
What goes on with the brakes? The other part. What's that other thing?
The caliper, the lever.
The caliper was warped. Not the caliper. There was something that was warped on there with the
rotor,
brakes.
the front rotor.
Yeah, the front rotor. So they didn't have that. But what they did was they figured my route back to California and they sent me to Texas. And I can't think of the dealership in Texas right now. And I feel really bad because they hooked me up. We rode out to Texas from Arkansas, and they put my those things on, the rotors,
yeah.
And they gave me new brakes. But when I was in Arkansas, I had them put the new brake pads on. And then when I got, so it wouldn't be so wobbly. And when I got to Texas, they put some more, I had them put some more brake pads on once they changed out the, the rotors. So I was straight by the time coming home, but I was a little nervous because I kept putting my feet down. And what had happened was I had installed those visors that go over your handle, your brakes, the wind blocks. They look like little. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't come out. They said
okay. So I didn't install them properly. I didn't tie them down, and so what was happening is one of them was catching the rear brake. That's what was happening. It was not the rear brake, but the brake, the front brake. And so that's how because it was catching it, but it wasn't catching it enough, but it was just enough to keep them hot so that they were warm.
Right.
And so that's what was happening. And then, so I took those off, but that was my fault. But that freaking 6th gear, I don't know what it was. I still don't know what caused the 6th gear for me to mess up that 6th gear like that.
Yeah, folks.
Good,
chime in.
Any other questions coming through? Yeah, chime in, folks. Shoot, if you got questions for Cali. She's getting ready for the HOG 2026 HOG motorcycle challenge. She's been riding during a lot of HOG challenges all over the country. She's been collecting her coins. She's been getting her miles. She's in a HOG chapter, and you've been a HOG officer. Is that correct? You're a past officer.
Yeah, I'm a past officer. So check this out, you guys. They assigned me to be activities coordinator. So that requires you to be still to plan. So that didn't last very long because I don't like, they're talking about movie night and all that cute stuff. And I'm like, dude, I didn't buy a bike to be, doing that. So unfortunately, I'm not really a good officer for stuff like that. So I kind of like backed out really quick. But I had the president, who is really cool, Brad. He said, he said, I'll get you a patch to say past officer so you won't have those holes on your vest. I said, I appreciate that. So I'm not really good like that.
Yeah. Huh? Becky Tar says, what will your charity be for the HOG? Boy, I wish I had a. Woo.
I know, right? So I'm supposed to, I haven't I was supposed to do breast cancer. I've never raised money for a charity, and I wanted it to be close to heart because I went through this thing, and my mother had breast cancer. In fact, she died from it, but I haven't. And I was going to mention that on the show if I had it locked down. But Becky, to tell you the truth, I haven't locked it down yet because I want it to be more personable than the one that's the big, the big one that everybody raised money for. So I haven't, in fact, speaking of the HOG, I haven't even did my little blurb that I'm supposed to write because I don't like to write about myself. So I'm behind the 8 ball on this.
Well, let me know if
you get way behind the 8 ball and get busy and get that in because that's the person you need to get it into right there, Junie.
I know Junie Junie gave me Junie. She's major. She has ridden every HOG except for one. She's badass. You got to give her much respect because if you hear her story, and I won't tell her story because I hadn't gotten permission from her, but she is freaking badass.
Right.
And that's it. And then that little gentleman, the cutie pie on the right, he's pretty awesome too.
Who is that guy, man? That joker.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Oh, my God. Hey, did you see that question from Big John Levins?
Yeah.
Okay, so check it out. I don't want to be a slow ass finisher, so I won't be coming in 21 days. My goal is to come in 13 days, maybe 13 and a half days, as long as I don't hit the 14 day, but that way I'll become an elite finisher. But it's my first HOG, and I probably should be realistic, but I'm not. So I'm going to shoot for that. That's our goal. And I have Heather. We're supposed to do it by ourselves, but it's good to have, people to ride with. And we might pull off separate at a certain point because I was checking our biological clocks, the way we work. And sometimes she wants to sleep when I can be riding and vice versa. And that's going to mess mess us up to some degree. And she rides considerably faster than I do, which I ride decent, but she, you know. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. But my goal is less than 14 days. And I'll be happy at a point. I'll probably get to a point where I'll be happy to finish. But and I'm really going to try to go into training, but I've never had to really train for anything. It's just that if I say I'm going to do it, I just make it happen normally. But in real, you know, I'm checking myself out. It's like we did, like I'll do I'm going to have to go into training like 1,000 miles a day, maybe for 10 consecutive days. And I ran into this guy. He was like, well, you need to do back roads. I'm like, I know, because they're different than the highway, but I'm going to get my 10,000 in on the highway first, and then I'll move to the back roads. Because plus the downside of this, the only thing that I see as a struggle is those freaking directions. It's like, because, and I have to be able to see. So that's why I have to have the lights, because those directions, they're really interesting. They gave us a little 200-mile thing when we were at the HOG rendezvous. And 200 miles is normally like 4 hours normally, unless you're riding high speed. So that sucker, we didn't get to finish it in 4 hours. And I'm like, we have to account for that, you know? So that was interesting, because if you make a mistake on that one of those turns, you have to go back. And that's the only concern I actually really have. The sleep is, I'm not worried about the sleep. If you pace yourself properly, you should be okay. But like I was reading about Chris Hopper and K Solo, and there's another guy involved, and how they were riding sleep, man. And a lot of people, yeah, they're trying to compete and they're asleep, and that's not good. That is not good. They have, just for the record, they're badass, but just for the record, people have died because they've fallen asleep and went off the wrong way. So that ain't gonna happen to me. I'm gonna get my sleep in, you know. And you have to, even if you take, you know what I found out, because me and my girls, we used to ride tank to tank, but I noticed that we get the same distance even if you fill up. Like if you stop every 100 miles and rest a little bit, that probably won't work for the Hokahay. But I noticed that when we do the iron butt, you don't feel as tired, and you just roll. You're just doing it, and you can get your miles in that time, but you have to limit your breaks.
It's a different type.
What you got to say, K Solo? Because I brought it out. I read that article. Hey, and wait, you co-signed it because you said that's the way I remembered it.
I'm just saying, it's a total different type of ride than what you would ever experience. If you're just used to riding on the highways, no, it's not good at all.
Well, it's those turns.
I keep telling everybody, back road miles are 4 or 5 times longer than interstate miles. Yep. Your speed is less, and you have more obstacles that are in front of you, either curves, drop-offs, no barriers, wildlife, vision, just emptiness, and then you have slick roads. It's just totally different. Prepare yourself mentally and physically. Getting out and riding, I wouldn't even say get out and ride 10,000 miles prior to, because it's not about that. It's a total different type of ride. You're going to need to be physically and mentally fit to do this. You're going to need to make sure you just can't get on your bike like you would do, say, if I'm going to ride coast to coast and the I-10 to the end in 3 or 4 days. It's totally different than that. You have to eat right. You have to get your body right. You have to get your medication right. You have to make sure that you got at least 2 or 3 pair of eyeglasses if you wear glasses. You have to make sure that when you leave the nest, you have everything that you're going to need. And I would say for a month. Now, don't overpack and have a whole bunch of crap. But then the essentials, you're going to need to make sure you have those. And make sure that in your mind, if you say you're going to do it and stick to your plan. Yes, things are going to happen. Yes, you're going to have incidents where something's going to go wrong, but don't quit. Just don't quit.
That's it. Don't quit. Don't give up. So yeah, that's why. But I need to get into. I need to go into some kind of training. I know that.
I would recommend it. I highly recommend
it.
But listen,
Big
Gar said, Gar.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks for the date,
Go ahead.
sweetheart. Tell him I said. Gar said thanks for the date. I mean, I guess he can hear me. I appreciate the date.
There you go.
April 10th to the 11th. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Good deal. David Bell says, are you doing any riding rallies to prepare?
You know, I am just
Like
learning about those rallies. That's what I'm learning about. And I'm sorry, what were you saying, sir? Yeah, I have no. Tell you the truth,
rallies out there.
Yeah, tell him I know what he's talking about, but no, I'm not. I haven't signed up for any rallies to prepare. I know I bit a big chunk, and I haven't done the smaller ones. Well, I don't even know if the IBA is smaller. It looks intense. All of them look, but the idea of the Hoka Hey got me because you sleep by your bike, and it's like it's just I just have a lot of respect for that one. I haven't tried the other ones. That I've seen some of the people who are participated, but I haven't got into that yet. My focus is really the Hoka Hey and trying to get mentally, because it gets frustrating with those directions. That's my biggest thing. I mean, right now I'm the mental, you think you're doing it right, and then you see, hey, okay, it's not working out because you messed up somewhere back there. So you got to go back. So that's the deal. And
Right. You really just have to just keep going, man. Keep going.
Yeah, you just have. And, I hope folks, I don't. Man, my biggest fear is to get. My biggest fear is to get to the end and they say you missed the turn. I'm like, damn, that's what I don't want to happen. I just simply don't want that to happen and you get disqualified. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'll just be too through at that point. Yeah.
Good deal. And what will you be riding for the Hoka Hey? What bike?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's either the limited road glide limited or the ultra limited. I don't have a small bike. That's my baby that got totaled. So she's not it. The red bike you saw my husband on, which you can't see, but it's a limited. It's a 07. That sucker burnt me before. And that's why I went and got this one. But I have that limit. The one I just bought is nice. See your lower side of your bike, hugging the gear shifter, your motorcycle, accepting the warmth of it. He's straight up serious, and I know he's serious. I got heated gear that runs by battery for those cold nights, because I looked at who's that guy, Ken Andrews. And so I was following him for a minute. So yeah, so he started riding the scooters. Yeah.
Well, Cali, I just want to tell you that I'm very impressed with you. I love how you just been out here ground pounding without knowing anything about anything. You just out here doing what you're doing, like you said, enjoying the journey after retirement. I'm glad I met you. I look forward to seeing you more. And good luck on all your goals for riding.
Well, thank you.
I want you to keep enjoying the journey.
Thank you, Doc Remy. You're awesome. I think you're such a in person. You're beautiful, but you're like, you got a humbleness about you. It's beautiful. You're not like overbearing or anything. You're just like really. You got like a little peaceful spirit going on, and it's a warmthness to you. And I really appreciate meeting you, and I appreciate the kindness you guys showed me. And it felt good. Yeah. It just felt good. It felt normal. I didn't even feel like an outsider. I didn't feel like I had been excluded. Sometimes you go with people and they're talking and they're doing their thing and they don't include you. I just felt like, I didn't even feel separate. Yeah, it was a great mesh.
Well, listen, we want to give you a round of applause for coming on tonight. Once again. And Cali, man, we really enjoy having you on. We look forward to your ride during the Hoka Hay. We'll be covering down on that as well, getting ready for next year, and highlighting a couple of riders that's going to be getting ready, preparing for it, and just kind of talking about it. So, you know, you never know. You may get a call again, just kind of find out where you're at, how things are going. Is the excitement and the thrill still there? Is the fear in your heart like, oh my God, what have I
got myself into?
Right.
got myself
Oh
into?
yeah, but it's the biggest challenge. You got to challenge yourself, right?
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, listen, you know what that means, Doc.
Yeah.
We out of bandwidth.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a blast. I've loved being on your show. I think it's very important. I think it's very inspirational. I know I listen to it and I learn different things. I take notes. Like when you were talking, I don't know if you noticed I was quiet, just like hearing everything you were saying, making notes when you were talking about what to do for that Hoka Hay, because you've done it before. And so I can learn from you, and I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. Not only did you do it before, you shined, didn't you? You just flossed it. Yeah, I know it. I don't expect to be there, but if I can just complete it in the time frame, yeah. Oh, by the way, I got you. Can I ask a question? How do you deal with those directions, man?
Oh,
on the Hoka Hay?
Man, it's you really
How
have to stay focused.
Huh?
You really have to stay focused, and you have to learn that your mileage trip odometer, trip A, trip B, is what saves you. Because once you learn how to hit that reset button whenever you make a turn, as soon as you make a turn, hit that button, because it's going to tell you when it clicks. There's nothing in the world feel greater than when your mileage, if it says 5 miles and you at 5 miles and your turn is there, that's a confidence builder. So the more that you get used to that, your confidence level will go up and you'll start being able to understand. And it's all about how you set up your directions. Don't set them down on your tank bag. Set them up high, parallel with your eyes in the road. That way you don't really take your eyes off the road for long periods of time, because all it takes is a split second to lose your place on that map. And you really have to set your mapping up so that you get used to reading that line. But we'll talk about it though. We'll talk about it further down.
Well, I heard you, and I appreciate that. And yes, we will talk about it, because I need to do it, because I want to be successful in completing it. Yeah.
Good deal, man. Good deal. All right. Well, listen, we enjoy having you on the show tonight, Riding with K-Solo, the podcast. And we look forward to having you back on. Thank you for sharing your journey with us tonight. Doc?
Hey.
Final words for?
Cali, I think you are rocking, and I want you to keep rocking, and I'm going to catch up with you on that road.
We will. Thank you.
All right. You take care, Cali.
It's been an honor.
All right. Peace out. Oh. Hey, listen, man. If I cut you off, do exactly what you did, man. Do exactly what you did. Because I will get talking. I get long with you. I get excited.
No.
I get excited.
I mean,
I get excited, man. I get excited. That's okay. I just get excited, man. I just get excited. I want to talk about it. I want to hear about it, man. Woo!
Hey, K-Solo, we do this thing. We are gonna feed and learn. We're gonna keep learning the business.
That's right, Doc. That's right. So listen, Doc, we're getting ready to go into November. We're gonna have some great guests on. As a matter of fact, I was down in North Carolina at Maxton Rally, and that was my first time. And I had been trying to get down there for years. And I finally made it down there. And not only did I make it down there, I met Mr. Butch's wife. I got to meet some of the family down there, the originator of that rally, some great people down there, some people who watched the show came up and talked to me. Keep doing what we're doing. The feedback has been positive, Doc. The feedback has been positive. We got to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
We got to go syndicate, man. We got to go syndicate. Because listen, man, they're nipping at the bud. There's shows popping up every day, every night. There's a new show coming on. And we got to protect this time slot, man. You know what time it is. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. You know what we're trying to do. We are trying to be that premier podcast, bringing you the unsung riders, highlighting from across the country. Doc?
That's right. I ain't got nothing else. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight.
All right, Doc. You take care.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Man, she knocked it out of the park, folks. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's why I love having Doc come on and co-hosting with me right here, Ryder McKay Solar Podcast. We're going to have our lineup. We're going to be announcing our lineup coming out for next month. We're going to be having some great interviews. So stay tuned. If you like this episode, if you like the content that we're putting out, folks, give us some heart, give us some likes, become a subscriber. Go to Doc Remy page and subscribe. Become one of her subscribers. Go to my page, become one of the Ryder McKay Solo Podcast subscribers. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where we need you to go. Go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, folks. That's all you need to do. It's free. It's absolutely free. We're not asking for anything. All you got to do is hit subscribe. And if you want to hit the notification button so that when an episode comes, you're going to be right there. You're going to be first up in it. So listen, I want to thank everybody tonight tuning in. And always remember, aspire to inspire. And if you do that, you'll definitely be legendary. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Ryder McKay Solar Podcast.